Hello everybody. Today I will be making carnivore waffles. I never tried this, but I've ran into Instagram. I believe his name is Jonathan, and he came up with this recipe, which is not the same. He separated the eggs and he made buns, and what I'm going to do is waffles. So I just want to experiment this since it's my first time. Okay, so let's start with 3 eggs. Okay, so now we're going to add the ground beef. I'm using ground beef, but you can use pork, you can use chicken, you can use turkey, you can use anything you want. And it does not have to be ground. It could be also chunks of meat and just blend it in there. Easy as that. Okay, so I use my scale, so I'm adding 4 ounces of ground beef. Okay, after handling raw meat, I wash my hands. Last ingredient is Himalayan salt. Okay, so this is the basic dough, and with this dough you can make about 4 to 5 ways, which you will see soon. Okay, so let's blend this up. Alright, so now it's done. It looks just like porridge or chocolate pudding. Well, something. I suggest you warm up your waffle maker before you do anything. Don't do like I did. So now what we're going to add is some grease that I always make grease out of the chicken skin. Just a little bit. Now to wait on this little thing to heat up. Once the light turns off, then it's ready to put our basic batter. Okay, so the light has turned off. Now let's add the batter in there. This looks kind of slimy. Anyways, let's add 1.5 tablespoons. I don't want it to overflow. Okay, so I'm just making one basic waffle, and then we'll try different ways. And let's close this. I'm going to let it cook for about 5 to 6 minutes. Okay, so here I have my ceramic bowl, and in this bowl I'm going to put the same batter, 1.5 tablespoons, and I'm going to add pork rings. And what I do is make flour out of the pork rings. So I just blend it in the blender until it looks like flour and just store it in a glass jar. I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of pork rings, and this is going to thicken the batter, but one will not thicken that much, so I might add one more. I've done this but with 1 egg and 1 tablespoon of pork rings. I'm not sure if it's 1 or 2 tablespoons, but I will show you later. And it really tastes like bread, and it looks like bread, trust me. Okay, so this waffle seems to be ready, and let's see how it came out. It is looking gorgeous. Loving it, loving it. I so far like it. Okay, so there goes the one with the pork rings. Let's close it up. Okay, so again, we're going to grab our batter, and the same thing, 1.5 tablespoons. And in this one, I'm going to be adding some cheese. You can add as much cheese as you want, a handful, or whatever your heart desires. And give it a mix. Oh no, it's spilling. No! It turns out it's just the grease that's spilling over, so I just put a paper towel there. Usually it takes 5 to 6 minutes. More time, more crunchier. And as you can see, this one kind of expanded more because the pork rings is the secret to making it look like bread, and it's more spongier. Oops, I put the batter too much at the right side. I should have done it in the middle. Okay, so this is ready, and I'm going to put it in the plate, separating them so I know which is which. And I'm going to put some more chicken fat on the waffle maker. Oops, I put too much cheese. Oh well, I got 2 servings out of this one. Since I have a little bit of batter, I'm adding more cheese. Yes, yum, 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 yum. And now to give it a mix. And since I touched the raw meat with my fingers, I washed my hands. Okay, so this is ready, and it looks nice and golden, crispy. It is nice and cheesy. Now to put the other half. Okay, now to do the one I mentioned earlier with 1 egg, and I will beat this up. Add a pinch of salt and mix. Next, I'm adding pork rings. I'm starting with a tablespoon first. Okay, I'm adding 1 more tablespoon, so in total it's 2 tablespoons. And give it a mix. Let's keep in mind that there is different size of eggs, small, medium, extra large, or large, so it all depends on how thick you want it. Thick is even better. Okay, so let's check this one. This is the cheesy one, and it's looking kind of more golden since I left it a little bit more time in it. And it's nice and crispy, and I'll put it together with the same one, the cheese. Okay, now to add the one with just egg and pork rings. You see how thick it is? That's how you want the consistency. Okay, so this one I'm not pressing hard as you saw. I'm just lightly closing it so that way it doesn't spill out. Look at this beauty. See how it puffed up? I'm telling you, just the egg and the pork rings, it just looks exactly like bread. Nice and spongy. To me, it's not eggy at all. Just look at it. It's so beautiful, so thick, puffy. I don't know about you guys. You should try it out. Look how thick it is. It's so beautiful, nice and thick. Anyways, let's finish the batter that we made earlier. Okay, so the leftover batter I put in this ceramic bowl, and I added pork rings, 2 tablespoons, and cheese. And yeah, why not? Try it out, mix it both. Let's see how it works out. Don't be afraid to experiment. There's many things that you can do with this batter. Okay, battery low, my camera is shut off, so I already put half of the batter in there. So the other half, I decided to add beef hot dogs. Has 0 sugar. You can do anything. You can add anything you want, like a ham or salami, anything that comes in your mind. Even if you have cooked chicken leftovers, turkey leftovers, the ideas are endless. Okay, so I mixed it in half. I put in the waffle maker. Now let's check if it's ready. And it's ready. So that's how easy it is to make these waffles, carnivore waffles. Imagine, almost 0 carbs. In total, I got 7. That's without counting the one that I did with egg and pork ring. So 7 in total. And the reason I use a mini waffle because it's the size of a bun, so I can use it as sandwich or whatever I wish to make. I also have the griddle, which I can also actually make it look like a English muffin. Okay, now to taste it, I grab a little piece from the basic batter. Tastes good. Not spongy though. Let's try the next one. Okay, this one is with 1 tablespoon of pork ring, and it doesn't taste bad, but it tastes a bit like bread. Okay, this one I already know the taste, but I will break it and show you how it looks inside. See how it looks nice and spongy? It's more like bread. It really tastes good. Okay, so let's taste the next one, which is the one with just cheese only. And it's very crisp. When I tap it, you can hear the sound, and also when you taste a bit. And this one is the one I mixed with pork rings and cheese, and look at it. It's fluffy and it looks like bread. And you know what? I'm going to be making this often. Tastes so good. And this one is the same, just I added the hot dogs, which I made those 2 for my little boy, and he loved it. Well, my friends, there is the results. I hope you try it out. Comment below. Let me know how you made it different. If you liked it or not, thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, and don't forget to click that bell so you don't miss any of my videos. And I want to thank you all for watching my videos, and hope to see you again in the next video. Thank you all for watching. Bye.